So your builder gel looks like this and you have no e-file. What are you gonna do? What's up, nail crew? I want to show everyone how to hand file your builder gel to do a fill in case you don't have an e-file, if you didn't want to buy one, or you're just a little bit afraid to use one and not sure how. So let's jump right in. Grab your 180 grit nail file, take the 100 side, and start filing off the top of your builder gel. And on my builder gel, I have a layer of gel base and gel top, and I do that because I like to apply peel base over my builder gel and then dip like I normally would with either dip liquids or gel liquids. When I start filing the top of my gel top coat with my 100 side of the nail file, then that just allows me to see where I want to do my fill and how my nails are looking underneath that top coat. And for me, then I can see, like, did I accidentally get aggressive with the nail clippers and yank up too much of the builder gel when I'm popping off a dip mani? Like you just saw my pointer finger, I tend to do that on occasion. I get really aggressive, and I don't mean to, but if you know me, you know that I end up being a little bit too rough on all of my nail tools. I break a lot of things, it just happens. So I can go around my nails and see where exactly I've missed any spot or where exactly I've yanked up too many spots. So I take my cuticle trimmers, I very carefully clip up any spots that are lifted. And normally if I was using an e-file, I would carefully go around right where it's lifted and just gently e-file that off with the electric file. But since we're doing a hand file, you are going to get a lot of work in your hands and I guess your forearms. My hands were tired after this, I have to admit, but I wanted to do this and show everyone who doesn't have an e-file or isn't comfortable with it that it is totally doable to do a builder gel fill without an e-file. So once you've gotten all your lifted spots, then you can go through and take a glass cuticle pusher like I'm doing here. This one I have is from Bona Fide Beauty. I got off Amazon. It's the glass cuticle pusher that also has this little pointy end, and that's what I go around my cuticles and remove all of my invisible cuticle with. So I've already filed off the top coat, and you really don't need to file much below that because you're just doing a fill. You're not trying to do a full builder gel set. You just need to get that top layer off so you can redo the back of your nail and fill in any builder gel that's missing. So you definitely, when doing your cuticle removal, you'll see if you missed any spots. Like I missed a little spot here, and my nail beds are long, so it is hard to get in the nooks and crannies of my fingers without an e-file. I will totally admit it. It is much harder to do a hand file fill than do a fill with an electric file. Then I take isopropyl alcohol on a paper towel or lint-free wipe to double check if I missed any spots while I was filing off. And then I get all my tools ready. So I get out my builder gel brush, I get out my cuticle cleanup tool, and my builder gel in the jar, since that's what I do most of my builder gel with. Then I go back over my nails again with isopropyl alcohol just to make sure I got all of the dust and dirt off. I push my cuticles back, and then I go in. Now normally I would use a hard nail brush, but we moved a few months ago, and I have to admit, all of my nail stuff is a mess right now. If you've seen any of my recent reels, you saw one that I did organizing my nail stickers. So then I go through with my young nail swipe and clean off all of my nails. Like I said, that would normally be done with a stiff nail brush, but I just couldn't find any when I was doing this fill because, again, my nail area is a mess right now. Then I take Young Nails Protein Bond and you kind of like etch it into your nails. You start away from your cuticle because you don't want to flood it. And you just kind of etch it down towards your cuticle and then swipe it up a little bit. So then you're going to start with taking a dollop of your builder gel from a jar and push a majority of it back towards your cuticle and then very gently float it up the rest of your nail. Now, I like to float it up on a little bit onto the rest of my nail. I feel like it just makes the fill look more natural and less delineated, like there's not these like really stark lines that you can see where you did one fill from the last fill. So again, I'm putting a dollop towards the center back of my nail and then gently pushing it back towards my cuticles and then floating it up the rest of my nail. And the reason for me that I like to do that too is builder gel is really easy to file. So if I make it too thick, no big deal. I just, after I'm done curing, I wipe off the tacky layer and then do a bunch of filing. And this builder gel that I'm using is a new one that's coming out from OG Dip Powder. It's Hema free and it is this gorgeous shimmer. And as soon as it comes out, I will update this video to make sure I have the most current information about it. You want to make sure after you've applied your builder gel that you flip your nail over for at least 5 to 10 seconds to let that apex build naturally, then flip it back over, check to make sure that you didn't get any gel on your nail, on your skin. You absolutely never ever want to leave gel on your skin and then cure it. That can cause a gel allergy, and if you love builder gel like me, you will do anything to keep using it. We don't want a gel allergy. So once I flip my nail back over, make sure I use my cleanup tool and take off any gel that was on my skin, then I flash cure that nail and keep doing that until I've done all of my nails, and then I fully cure at the end for 60 seconds. Then I took isopropyl alcohol on a paper towel or a lint-free wipe and wiped off the tacky layer on all my nails, and I get to my favorite part, the filing. I know most people are like telling me, why aren't you filing with an e-file? Well, normally this video, number one, is doing all hand filing, and number two, I love hand filing my builder gel. I'm able to like get it to the exact shape that I like. So I took my hand file and I went back and forth over my nail to give it that beautiful apex, filed my shape because builder gel files so beautifully in my opinion. And then I like to top all of my builder gel with a layer of gel base and gel top, because I use peel base over my manis, and this allows me to just throw that peel base on and pop my dip manis off and on anytime I want to do a new dip mani. So you can see me here going through and applying the gel top over all my nails, and guess what? If your dip mani pops off with your peel base, you still have a beautiful set of nails underneath your dip mani. And some people just like to wear the builder gel on its own. So I hope this video really helped you guys understand how to use a hand file when you're doing a builder gel fill. And as always, let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, nail crew.